Tonight on Supernanny.
Hello.
Hiya.
Nice to meet you.
Joe returns to the UK on a mission to stop a family from splitting down the middle. The Bradberry Lamberts' son Matthew is out of control.
Come again.
And their little girl is taking it all in. When it comes to their kids, these parents have their favorites, and no one is willing to give any discipline.
So you can discipline Matthew, but nobody else can?
No.
But you don't discipline Matthew?
No.
The hardest part is being his stepdad. You know, I'm telling her son off, which she's got a big problem with.
Will Joe be able to calm this combative kid
You do not punch and kick your mummy.
and bridge the divide before this family falls apart?
No.
Let's take a look and see what family we've got here.
Hi, we're the Bradberry Lambert family from Swindon in the UK. We have 3 children, Matthew, who's 5, Tegan Olivia, who's 2, and we have little baby Diesel, who's 5 months old.
Matthew's behaviour, to sum up all, is he's the child from hell. Matthew would turn nasty if he doesn't get his mum's attention.
Play with me! Play with me! Play with me!
He will kick,
Settle down.
he will punch, he will scream, he will throw things around.
This little boy is far too aggressive.
There won't be a day which passes when he's not angry. I don't think it can just be a small thing which sets it off.
Matthew will have a tantrum around 3 to 4 times a day, every day. When he starts hitting, kicking and punching me, I do just take what he does. I just can't believe he behaves like this.
What's he doing to his mother?
When I see Matthew hit his mum, kicking and punching, it makes me very sad, it makes me very angry because I'm not allowed to discipline Matthew at all. I am Matthew's stepdad, and I think Laura finds it very hard for me to discipline him.
Yeah, I must admit that is my biggest flaw. I'm the only one that can tell Matthew off. I worship the ground he walks on, he's my baby.
There's a bit of dividing going on in this house.
I'm worried that Matthew's sister is copying his behaviour and Lawsy will develop into something even bigger than what it is now.
Shut up, Daddy! Shut up! Yes?
Matthew uses that word, and that's naughty.
Supernanny, we really need your help. We've got nowhere to turn. We don't know what to do to change Matthew's behaviour and prevent Tegan from becoming the same child.
You guys desperately need my help. The fighting's got to stop. I'm on my way. Hello.
Hiya.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
too.
Hiya.
You say hello, Matthew. No.
Hi, Matthew. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
Very pleasantly surprised when I met Jo. Although she's very stern, she's very, very friendly.
Joe, how are you?
Parish.
And look at this little one here.
Hello.
Hello.
When Joe first arrived, it was like a big sense of release that finally we may get control of our children.
So what I want you to do is just carry on as normal, and I'm just going to step by on the back seat as such and just watch you really and just take notes. Soon after I started observing the family, Matthew started pushing Mum's buttons.
Matthew, I'm going to count to 3 and you're going to be up in your room on time out. 1, 2. Sit on your bottom, please, now.
No.
Now.
Seems to me like Matthew didn't do much to deserve a timeout, but Mum dragged him up to his bedroom anyway.
Yeah.
Sit down on the bed and then you can come out, Matthew. Just sit down for 5 minutes and cool down.
About 4 or 5 times a day, I have to put Matthew into timeout, and it tires me out big time because I'm constantly having to stop what we do.
So this is how you discipline him in the bed?
Yeah.
Matthew got really angry and he started to trash his bedroom in protest. and then he turned on his mum. And out of the blue, Matthew just punched Mum in the lip. She was completely shocked.
Yeah.
Did you punch her in the face?
Got me going.
Oh my word. I mean, all of this situation has become completely unnecessary. Now Matthew's got to go and tidy up his bedroom and Mum has been punched in the lip. This is just ridiculous. Later on in the day, we went to Lara and Stuart's gym where they teach kickboxing classes.
Okay, when we're teaching, Matthew comes to class, he tends to watch what we're doing and emulate it.
I just wonder if Matthew really knows that he's meant to keep those moves in the gym and not bring them home.
Coming up on Supernanny. While Mom and Dad battle for a little peace and quiet,
No. You want to kick someone, you kick me, okay?
Joe sits them down for a few choice words.
He ends up calling you a bitch. I mean, to draw blood on your own parent. He lost it.
When Supernanny returns.
We left Stuart at the gym, and when we got home, Laura had to put all 3 children to bed.
Okay. Right, off you go then, Matthew, for me, please.
Okay.
Thank you. When I'm putting Tagan to sleep, Matthew will be playing downstairs or in his room. By the time Tagan's asleep, Matthew is very hyped up and not at all ready for bed. I put Tagan to bed by taking her up and sitting with her until she falls asleep.
I'm gonna get Teddy.
You're going to lay down.
No, I'm gonna get Teddy.
Go sleep now.
Why?
Because I said so.
No.
You're only hugging me. Tegan's hardly going to fall asleep when Mum keeps rewarding her with communication. As far as Tegan's concerned, there's a great conversation going on.
Well, grown to beautiful princess.
Yeah.
Right, well then, close your eyes.
It took about an hour to get Tegan and Olivia off to sleep. And then Stuart got home. And then Mum had to struggle to get Matthew to bed.
Now, because that hurts.
Yes.
Matthew becomes very violent. He kicks or punches when I'm putting him to bed.
No. You want to kick someone, you kick me, okay? If you want to get out of the system, you kick me for a bit.
When I see Matthew hitting Laura, it just completely destroys me because I'm powerless to do anything about it. If I intervene, Laura just brushes it off and just says, hey, it's my little baby.
Do you feel better for that now? Is that it? Is that what you got?
I couldn't believe that Matthew was kicking his mum. And then Stuart turns around and says, kick me. What's going on?
Listen to me and listen to me now, okay? Stop kicking your mum.
Right, bed.
Right, good night, Matthew.
It seems to me that there's more punching and kicking going on in this home than there is in the gym. And Mum and Dad are not disciplining Matthew at all. What's he just do there?
Punch him in the nose.
Okay.
No, I don't, actually.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
It doesn't help the situation when Mum pins Matthew down because he gets angry, it leads to confrontation, and it just spirals out of control.
School clothes and into that bed, otherwise I'm doing it. 1.
I'll go if you stop.
No, you.
Get yourself undressed.
Right.
No.
If you're not interested in 10 seconds, I will take over.
I don't like Stuart disciplining Matthew because I don't really like anyone disciplining Matthew. As far as I'm concerned, he's my little baby, and I'm the one that will discipline him how I want to.
The hardest part is being his stepdad because it's like, well, I can't overstep the mark because what's Laura going to feel about me? You know, I'm telling her son off, which she's got a big problem with. Frustrates me because I know that he shouldn't be behaving like this.
Does it also frustrate you as well that you have to sit and watch Laura go through that?
It really does frustrate me when he kicks his mum because obviously downstairs she looked pretty winded and what I really want to do is chuck him over the shoulder, take him to bed, Laura, sit down, let me deal with this.
It's quite sad because Stuart really wants to intervene, but Mum feels she's the only person who should be allowed to discipline Matthew. After about an hour and a half, Matthew calmed down and Lara sat with him for the entire evening until he fell asleep. Because it's been an hour and a half now.
Yeah, long night.
A long night.
And lots more to do now.
I've seen more than enough of the Bradberry Lamberts issues, and tomorrow morning I'm going to sit down and have a family meeting. Saw a lot yesterday.
Yes.
Took mental notes. I would love to sit down with the pair of you now and discuss.
I'm a little bit on edge about what Jo's about to say to us today, wondering what sort of things she's going to change, the ways which me and Laura have been doing for the last couple of years.
This is going to be a very nervous time for us both, I think, because this is a time when Jo's going to be very direct with us and give us a lot of home truths that we have to accept.
Matthew's aggression has got to stop. Has got to stop. When I look at Matthew, all I can see is this beautiful boy that's very smart, and yet there's no room for him to breathe. I mean, let's take yesterday. He didn't listen. He didn't do as he was told, and he was placed up into his room. And you held the door, Laura. Tick-tock, boom. He lost it. Trashed his room, kicking the door. He ends up calling you a bitch, which is just absolutely disgusting. And if actually he can behave that way to his parents and nothing be done about that, then that's what he'll take outside. I mean, to draw blood on your own parent because you've lost control is sad. And Stuart, you don't make it any better. Because you turn around and you say, if you're wound up, take it out on me. Take it out on me. Go on, punch me. Go on, punch me, kick me.
Because I know in a controlled manner that he can do that, and I'd rather do it to me, to try and teach him he can't do that to his mum.
Has it worked, Laura? Has it
Hasn't
worked?
stopped him.
You're Matthew's parent. So if you allow him to do that to you, it states that he can do that same to mum. Why don't you allow Stuart to discipline?
Because I don't like him doing it. I don't like anybody disciplining him.
Why?
I don't know, it's just because he's mine, I suppose.
So you can discipline Matthew?
Yeah.
But nobody else can?
No.
But you don't discipline Matthew?
No, because I don't like doing it.
Because?
She's my little baby.
And who's your baby?
Take Olivia.
Do you know how sad that is for me to sit at this table and actually hear the pair of you divide your own family when actually you should be sitting here feeling blessed with what you all have?
True.
When Jo said the family's divided, it was a shock, but it made me realise just how badly divided we are.
Who they got? So you got to come together with this.
It was a big release of stress. The fact that someone had recognised what I was feeling.
Both up getting your hands dirty?
Definitely.
Okay. Good, so we'll get started then.
Brilliant.
Coming up on Supernanny.
You do this. Breathe through your nose.
When Jo introduces the new techniques, Matthew comes out kicking.
Do not kick me, otherwise you will be in trouble with me, Matthew.
And Mom realizes that she is part of the problem.
It's you that hates leaving, Matthew.
Yeah.
It's not Matthew.
No, it's me.
When Supernanny returns. But first, a tip from Supernanny.
Hey parents, do yourself a favour. If you're going on a car journey, make sure you bring lots of toys and games for the children. Otherwise they're going to get bored. Keep their minds occupied so that you can keep your mind on the road. Normally on the first day of teaching, I come in and I set them up with a routine. But in this case, I'm going to set this family up with some good basic house rules.
Look what I've got here. Household rules.
No kicking, no punching or hitting. Now, if you're in the gym,
and you're hitting Mummy because you've got boxing gloves on or Daddy in the gym, that's okay. But if it's not in the gym, that behaviour is unacceptable. We don't do that to other people, okay?
I think with the household rules, the hardest part is going to be the kicking and punching with Matthew. While he's not in a temper, he can see the household rules and see how good they are. But once he loses his temper, I think he's going to have a real difficulty with them.
Matthew's got a lot of anger and rage, and he needs something to help him manage that. So I'm going to introduce to him the chill-out chair. If you break those household rules and Mummy and Daddy give you a warning, and if you decide to carry on and behave naughty, Mummy and Daddy are going to send you to your chill-out chair. Just sitting in the chair is not going to be enough for Matthew, because he needs to learn another way to vent off some of that anger instead of punching and kicking his mum. You're going to look at this chart and you're going to work it out. If you feel that when Mummy and Daddy tell you to do something, that you start to get angry, I want you to blow it out. Can you do this? Breathe through your nose. Soon after I showed Mum and Dad the discipline techniques, Matthew kicked off with a huge tantrum. That's that, okay? Right, Matthew, deal with this. You're going to have to deal with it straight away.
Matthew.
Don't say nothing to him. Just grab him by his hands. Remember, he's not stronger than you. Just put him on the chair and say nothing. Right, move away. Out. Mum was really struggling to control Matthew, so I had to step in. You do not punch and kick your mummy.
Get off me!
Look. Remember the chart, Matthew? Matthew didn't want to chill out, and his temper had spiralled completely out of control.
It was new territory for him. He hasn't been disciplined in that way before. And it was strange, and he wanted to go back to what felt comfortable for him.
Do not kick me, otherwise you will be in trouble with me, Matthew.
Shut up!
Finally, Matthew calmed down and Mum got him to finish the technique. Okay, now tell him to look at you. Okay, tell him to breathe through his nose.
Breathe through your nose, go.
Do like Mummy. Do like Mummy and out. Like, blow out the candles. This is the behaviour we want to see. A calm Matthew. Okay, not one that gets angry.
I wanted to give up within about 5-10 minutes. I just thought this isn't working, but it was worth the sort of hour and a half tantrum beforehand to get the end result.
He threw the book in today because you remained calm, and so he had to elevate his temper. Yeah. It may take you a couple of more times to go through this, but it will get better.
I don't think he actually realises how angry he gets. It does upset me because I do feel that there is no need for him to be that way, and I just need to learn how to prevent him getting to that stage.
Matthew's been allowed to get away with this behaviour for so long. If his parents learn to change, then he will, and he'll follow through.
Okay, we're going to do lots of good things.
In the evening, Matthew gets really excited when Mum's putting Tegan to bed, so I've introduced the stay in bed technique, which will help Matthew go to sleep at night. Tonight, Mum is going to put the football lights in your room so they light up, and then you're going to have some lovely story time with Mummy. And then Mummy's going to kiss you goodnight and give you cuddles and kisses, okay? And then she's going to go downstairs and she's got things to do downstairs. And you're going to be a good boy and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay? It's important to create a bedtime routine that's calm and very soothing for the children. Tonight, I'm going to make sure that Mum reads Matthew a story and stays in his room to settle him before she implements the stay in bed technique.
We are very desperate for a good bedtime routine. For me to be able to go up and put the children to bed and walk away would be amazing.
If he comes down, you need to turn around and say, "It's bedtime, darling." Okay? Take him by the hand, up to his bed, and tuck him in.
Yeah.
Okay? If he does it the second time, I want you to say bedtime. Take him by the hand, tuck him into bed, and come out. The third time, you say nothing. We didn't even have to follow through with the rest of the steps because Matthew stayed in his bed.
It's you that hates leaving, Matthew.
Yeah.
It's not Matthew.
No, it's me. I didn't know whether I was happy or whether I was sad really at first, because I kind of felt that I wasn't needed. Whereas I suppose with Matthew not going to sleep, I always felt that he needed me there.
But you know what though, once you start having a balance in spending quality time with Matthew, you won't feel the need to latch onto him.
No.
At all, because half of his mummy
It's me.
is what you've made happen. You've created that.
Yeah.
It was a really amazing moment because Mum realised for the first time that she didn't need to be there for Matthew to fall asleep.
Coming up on Supernanny. When things start flying,
What was that? No.
Dad gets a chance to step up.
You're sitting on this stair because I've asked you to eat your dinner and you're not doing as you're told.
When Supernanny returns. If your family needs Supernanny's help, apply online at www.abc.com.
The Bradberry Lamberts are essentially two separate families living under one roof, and they need to come together as a unit before it's too late.
Today, as a family, you're going to go out and have some fun and play, all right? And then afterwards, you're all going to sit down and have a picnic together.
To go out together as a family is a very exciting experience. It's something we haven't done, or when we have done it has been a complete disaster.
These children both need the attention of their parents, so I'm going to ask Lara and Stuart to hang out with a child that they don't normally spend time with.
And what I want to encourage is, Dad, you spending a lot of time with Matthew.
Yeah.
Giving him lots of praise, self-assurance about how well he's doing on the apparatus here. And Laura, likewise with Tegan.
It felt great to see Matthew and Stuart together. It's something I've always wanted, but I suppose it's something I've always stopped from happening.
Got the rope ladder.
I saw Laura play with Tegan. It was kind of heartbreaking because it's my little girl and I thought I was losing her to Laura, but I also felt relieved that she was gaining that company with her mum.
You've got Matthew playing with Stu and not looking for me every 2 minutes to see where I am, to see what I'm doing. And the same with taking Olivia, she's not running around trying to find her dad every 5 minutes. So it's lovely.
When Joe said that we are a family divided in half, where it would be Laura and Matthew and myself and taking Olivia, we didn't realise the sort of damage we had done to our own family.
When they got back from the park, it was time for dinner, and Tegan and Olivia started to kick off.
What was that? No. Right.
Okay, so use your voice and say, low-tone voice, get down from the table, Daddy wants you to eat your dinner and be a good girl.
Tegan, Olivia, I'd like you to sit down and I'd like you to eat your dinner.
I think I am probably soft on taking Olivia, and maybe I should find a way to tell her off correctly without having to feel bad about it.
Tegan, please, will you sit down for me? Good, good. What would you take it? I'd like you to sit back at the table, please.
She got up from the table and completely ignored her dad.
I want you to come down to her level and say to her, Daddy wants you to come to the table and eat some dinner now, please. If you don't listen to Daddy, you're going to have to sit on the naughty step.
Tegan, after you've had your dinner, please.
But Tegan and Olivia ignored the warning, and it was time for her to go on that naughty step.
I'm going to start taking to the naughty chair now.
Okay, follow it through. Follow it, Stuart, because you're doing really well. You've used your voice, follow it through.
You need to sit down here. Sit down. Now listen to Daddy. You are sitting on this stair because I've asked you to eat your dinner and you're not doing as you're told. Okay? No, don't push me because that really upset me. Please sit down here. You're going to sit here for 1 minute.
2.5 minutes.
Oh, for 2.5 minutes. Please sit down there.
That's it.
Good girl. Stay there.
I find it very hard to discipline taking Olivia. Being my little girl, it just melts my heart every time I'm cross with her, so I don't really discipline her.
Because she's young, it won't take long for her to understand that you mean what you're saying. You adopted the correct tone of voice, which was marvellous.
Once Tegan and Olivia's time was up, it was time to get an apology.
I want you to go back over to the step.
Okay, and say, Daddy sat you here because you didn't do as you were told and I want you to eat. Don't ask her, tell her, and I want you to eat some of your dinner. Okay? What say sorry. Hug, say, right, okay, let's sit down and let's eat.
Now what I would really like you to do is be a big girl, I need you to eat for Daddy. Now, can we say sorry, let's go back to the table, and now I'd like to see you eat. Can we do that?
Good girl, that's it, good girl.
After the initial 2 minutes, which was requested, she did very well, and I was pleased that I could do it.
Okay, we're gonna sit down here now. We're gonna eat this yummy dinner. But tonight, it's Daddy's turn.
Part of the healing process is to make sure that Stuart spends a lot of time with Matthew. So tonight, I'm going to have Stuart put Matthew to bed so they can bond and develop their relationship.
For the first time, I put Matthew to bed. There's no tantrums. We had hugs, we had fun, and seeing him fall asleep, and I'd done that, made me feel great. Made me feel like a dad rather than the outsider I've always been.
Right, guys, I'm off home. I'm going to leave you both to carry on implementing the techniques that we've learnt whilst I've been here. So keep at it. Give me a cuddle, you.
Thank you very much.
Keep it up. Okay? Take care. Keep up the hard work. Although we've made real progress here, realistically, Matthew's anger is not going to disappear overnight. So it is important that Lara and Stuart work together to maintain those techniques so they've got a handle on Matthew's flare-ups.
Jo's always been there to give us that extra bit of support. With her gone, we're going to be sort of on our own again, and it's going to be really scary, so I don't want her to go.
Coming up on Supernanny.
No, if you're going to punch her, you stay out there.
When Jo leaves, things come crashing down. And Mom desperately needs Jo's help.
Oh, you stupid.
When Supernanny returns. But first, a tip from Supernanny.
Parents, are you driving yourself crazy trying to get you and your kids organised before you leave the house? Then if so, find a tidy basket, place everything inside it, and make sure you leave it in one spot so you know where it is. I've left the family now, so let's just see how they get on without me.
How you doing, big guy?
That's great. Dad's picking up Matthew from school.
Are you going to run down the hill? Run that race yet? And stop. Well done. How many circles there are?
5.
Well done. OK, so grab yourself a bit of paper.
This is really good to see. Dad's spending time with Matthew, helping him with his homework. Uh-oh. Looks like Matthew's trying to get Mum's attention again.
Right, chill out. You do not behave like this, please.
You do not hold my arms, you.
You either work it out. This language is unacceptable, Matthew.
Okay.
Now stop it.
Lara, don't forget you're stronger than him. Pick him up, put him in that chair and calm him down.
You broke the household rules. You need to chill out.
You need to chill out.
Put him on the chill-out chair, Lara. Get control of this situation.
No, if you're going to punch her, you stay out there. I don't want any of it, please. Stop it. Put it down, turn round and work it out. You'll be cleaning all this up when you're finished. Out you go. Calm down, deep breaths. Show me your deep breaths.
Stick with it, Mum. He's trying.
Now do 5-star jokes. Come on, 5-star jokes. See, that's angry. That's not. See, that's angry again. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Right, sit in there and calm down. You can. You can do the chart. Right, you stop it now and you work it out.
And you let me home.
He's not going to win. Most definitely isn't going to beat me on this.
Not going to beat you? Then what just happened there?
Tegan, calm down, please. Come on. Right. You're now going to give us something naughty step for smacking Daddy.
Yeah.
You are sitting in the naughty step. Okay. 1 for slapping Daddy. Okay, not doing as you're being asked. Okay. I'm trying to cook your dinner, and you're not helping me by doing as you're told.
Nope, no conversation, Dad. Put her on the step and walk away.
I'm not.
You are, Ted, and for 2 minutes you're going to stay there. Right. Okay, 2 minutes, please. Back in your step, please.
Who's in charge now?
Right, Ted, Olivia?
Yeah.
Okay. Although you haven't sat on this step for 2 minutes, okay, you have come back to here every time. Now, dinner's almost ready, okay, so I want you to go and play for a couple more minutes, okay, and since I called you to the table, you come straight to the table. Do you understand?
Oh, no. Tegan's time wasn't up and you let her get up from the step. How's she going to learn?
Is that one beautiful?
Okay.
Yes.
Things are calm.
Yes.
Let's see if you can get out of the room.
What's that? Mummy. Oh. Ah, you stupid. No.
Lara, follow the steps. You're supposed to put him back into bed.
Yeah, it might be an idea to do that now.
Why are you guys just ignoring him? That is not helping.
Patsy, do you want to take over for a minute and just walk him up for me?
Good. You're passing him off to Stuart.
You're involved as well. Okay.
Stuart, you've just disregarded the technique. That's not going to help, is it? You guys have regressed. I'm on my way back. Had a good look at some footage, so let's take a look at what I've seen and go through it.
Put it down, turn round, and work it out. You'll be cleaning all this up when you're finished. Out you go. He's not going to win. Bruce definitely isn't going to beat me on this.
She says, tidying up the toys, putting away the stuff that goes back into the cupboard. Shall I tell you what that was? That was Matthew getting away
With murder.
He knows that to be destructive, to be able to break things will gain your attention. And right now, you've got to get rid of that issue.
Right. Matthew, back in your bedroom, otherwise I'll put your horsey back now.
Ah, you stupid.
See how that causes him to get angry?
Yeah.
So here, I think I want to pull my hair out and go, ah! Use the technique. Okay, we're back to square one again here, Laura, and it's going to take you twice as long to start implementing that if you don't use that technique.
It was a shock and it was a real eye-opener, and I needed to see that to realise how quick I can slip back to the way it was.
Patsy, do you want to take over for a minute and just walk him up for me?
I'm really glad that you handed over and said, Stuart, take care of this. But Stuart, you didn't use the technique either. You got into bed with him.
Yes.
Actually, what that represents to Matthew is a break in unity between the pair of you.
Sure. Stop it. Stop.
No.
Take it. Calm down, please. Come on. Right. You're now going to go sit on the water step for smacking Daddy. You do not smack Daddy.
Okay, I would have liked to have seen a warning there, Stuart, okay?
Yeah. Right, take Lydia.
Yeah.
Okay. Although you haven't sat on this step for 2 minutes, okay, dinner's almost ready. Okay, so I want you to go and play for a couple more minutes, okay? And since I called you to the table, you come straight to the table. Do you understand?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Sorry. Okay, my
Go, okay, I'm going to bring you din-dins now.
But Daddy definitely needed that hug more than Tegan. I mean, She wanted to go off and play after she said sorry, and you were still there holding on for a bit more.
I wasn't quite sure how to take that, probably because I felt bad about putting her on the naughty step, and I need that reassurance and taking Livia that everything was okay.
Don't feel guilty. She's not going to turn around and love you any less. She's going to respect you. The pair of you are definitely still feeling awful inside to be disciplining.
Yeah.
And you've got to get over that. You've got to understand that you are going to make your life and the children's better.
I felt that I'd let myself down, and I also felt like I'd let Jo down for all the hard work that she'd put in. I need to get a lot tougher for this to work and for Matthew's behaviour to be how I want it to be, so that we can have an enjoyable family life.
So, there's definitely some work that needs tweaking here, okay? And what I'm going to do is work with the pair of you, because you need to master each step within the technique so that you can do it correctly.
Coming up on Supernanny. The kids are still running wild.
Ow, 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 ow. You can come back into the room when you've stopped being destructive.
Leaving Jo with a lot more to teach.
Give her the choice. You can sit down and play nicely, but if you do that, then you're going to end up on the naughty step.
When Supernanny returns.
After watching the DVD, we got down to business. Stuart was playing with the other children, and Tegan Olivia, she got really rambunctious.
Ow, 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 ow. Right. Tegan, Tegan Olivia.
No, look at her, because she's smacking you.
Right, Tegan
She's shouting
Olivia.
at you, saying, do as you're told.
You do not hit me. You do not pinch, and you do not shout at me.
Give her the choice. You can sit down and play nicely, but if you do that, then you're going to end up on the naughty step. If we're going to distract, or she's going to end up on the step.
You can play nicely with me and Matthew, or you can sit on the naughty step.
Okay, Dad, follow it through. Pick her up, put her on the step, and she knows she's got to stay there.
Tegan Olivia, I'm sitting on the naughty step because you did not do as you were asked to, and your behaviour was unacceptable.
Tegan spent 2.5 minutes on the step, and then I asked Dad to go back and get that apology. I want you to say sorry.
Yeah.
Okay? I want you to say sorry, Tegan Olivia. If she doesn't then say sorry, there we go, we put her straight back onto the step and you walk away. Because you know she can say it. What she's trying to do is find that gap in between to go like this and laugh and diffuse it. But then if you laugh back, because you find it's cute, then she thinks it's a game, and that's where it becomes mixed messages for her.
Yeah.
When I placed Tegan Olivia on the naughty step, it felt very hard. But with the encouragement from Jo, it became a lot more easier, but it still felt, it was pulling at my heart big time.
Later on, Matthew tried to get Mum's attention, so he started up that aggression all over again.
No, I will not have this behaviour, Matthew. No, you need to ask me nicely and you need to calm down. But I think you need to start trying to work it out.
No.
Take deep breaths.
No.
So what I want to say to you is make sure that you eliminate this anger, okay? Which means you're going to have to tell him to work it out, you're going to have to tell him to stop talking to you like that, and you're going to have to implement discipline if necessary, okay? Okay, so what happens next? When he won't sit on the chill-out chair, what do we do if he's still behaving like that?
Put me to the hallway.
No.
Right, Matthew, you can come back into the room when you've stopped being destructive. Okay, and when you can be nice. No, if you're going to continue to kick, out of the room.
No.
No, Matthew, I won't have this behaviour out of you, please.
You're not strong with me.
What you can do is you can walk into the chair and you can show him how to start off the chart.
No.
In for his nose and out for his mouth. You could do that.
No.
But this time, instead of engaging in conversation with him, she sent him straight to the chill-out chair.
Breathe in through your nose, go.
And Matthew stayed in the chair. I think he's realised that she's not prepared to tolerate his aggression anymore, and she's learnt how to approach it differently.
Matthew, can you sit down for a minute? Look at me. Okay, you've done your 5 minutes. You've done very well. Okay, I want an apology for the way that you behaved for Mummy. Right, come in then, big hugs and kisses. After seeing the tantrum end and him sit in the chill-out chair, it will work. It'll be a hard and long process, but it will really work and be very beneficial to us both.
Tonight has been a fantastic breakthrough for Mum. Matthew started to have a temper tantrum and started to kick and punch Laura, and she has done extremely well in implementing the chill out technique. So listen, take care. Thank you. Thank you so much for your heart. You are more than welcome. I'm really proud of Lara and Stuart because I feel that they've really come a long way. They've put a lot of hard work into being where they are now. Keep up all your hard work.
Will do.
Okay? You didn't do it for nothing.
No.
Keep up that confidence, all right? And follow through. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jay.
Take care. When I first walked into this house, it was one that was divided, and Matthew's temper tantrums had spiralled out of control. Now they have boundaries, and together as a family, they're closer.
We are a lot closer. We are now a family unit that has a very strong bond.
What Joe's done for our family has been absolutely amazing, and has actually brought us closer together than we've ever been before, and we're a lot more happier.
Matthew is a lot less aggressive now. He doesn't swear, he doesn't kick, he doesn't punch. It's like having a totally different boy, and it is lovely.
Tegan has changed quite a fair amount. She's begun to realise that Daddy will be there, and she's also made an amazing bond with her mum.
It feels like Joe's given us back a family that's a lot better than it was before. I never thought that we'd ever be like this.
Now Laura's allowed me to be part of Matthew's life and discipline him and spend more time with him. I feel like a dad to him, which I've wanted to be.
Thank you, Joe. I like having fun with Mummy and Daddy now.
We're very happy with what Joe's given us. She's given us everything that we always wanted, really.
Right, come here.
Got to look at that way.
I'm beginning to realise now that family life together as a unit is a lot more fun and a lot more happy than it's ever been.
Let that take.
Stand here.
Right, we'll take Teddy down with you then, and make sure you've got the right pizza for all your cheese and tomatoes. So you can go and check that you've got cheese and tomato, and that your garlic bread's arrived, and that your chocolate cake's arrived.